top 5 most aggressive football players in the world. Football is one of the most entertaining sports, but sometimes it's get a little violent. Footballers might get into physical and literal insults, especially the ones who get offended early. Here, we want to talk about the most aggressive football players ever. Football is not a very safe sport. It never has been and never will be. For every match, we see fouls, tackling, crashing, clashing, and most of the time injuries. Well, it is in the sport nature, and every person that step on the pitch knows that's what made football interesting. Although some players gained a bad reputation for their style of playing over the years, this may include hard tackling, bending the rules, insulting, arguing with referees, or generally some aggressive behavior. You might ask yourself who are the most aggressive footballer in history. In this video, we will tell you about some footballers that are famous for their out of temper action and dirty playings. Pep. Pep is currently playing for Port since 2019, but he is widely known for his defensive role in Real Madrid and his strong partnership with Sergio Ramos. Although he is calmed down in these past few years, he has done some disgraceful actions that can't be forgotten. His LCO2 category by itself can put him at the top of the most aggressive football players ever list. He pushed Casquero and caused Casquero to fall, then kicked him 2 times continuously. It was not enough. He then put his knee in Casquero's back and pushed his face to hurt him more. He then got into a brawl with other players as well. He received a 6-game ban for the incident. It was not Pep's last poor action. He once stepped in messy hand, kicked a player in a private area, performed overly aggressive tackles and other thoughtless behavior. Glad he is called out in a little bit. Roy Keane. Roy Keane was a former Irish footballer who mainly played for Manchester United. Pale named him one of the world's greatest living players in 2014. He was powerful and competitive, but he is the exact definition of a red devil. The Times placed him in the list of the 50 hardest footballers in history. Many suffered from his playing and he actually ended a career. 2001 Manchester Derby. He performed a knee-high foul on Alf and broke his leg. According to Roy himself, his tackles was premeditated an act of revenge. He was banned for a further 5 matches and fined $1.5 lakh when he behaved selfishly after that incident. It was just one of many knees poor manners on the pitch, and he was very dangerous to play against. Gennaro Gattuso. Gennaro is now the current manager of Napoli, but he was a player too. He played for Sion, Milan, etc., and he mainly played as a defensive midfielder. Gattuso was not a very technical player, so chose the physical playing style. He was strong and his tackles was very reckless. He was also very short-tempered, but he is actually loved for his playing style because he was a warrior, not a dirty footballer. He had the ability to lead, and also his work rate was very high. He made almost 500 appearances and scored 13 during his career. So, in total, he was a focused and determined player, but he is still one of the most aggressive players in football history. Eric Cantona. The Frenchman was played a huge role in Manchester United's success. During his time with a club, he is considered one of the best players of his generation. Although he is also known for his violent hostility and lack of discipline, his arrogance was well known as well. His kung fu kick, his most notable moment that shows his aggression. On 25th January 1995, in an away match between the Red Devil and Crystal Palace, was sent off when he kicked Richard Shaw while he was getting off the pitch. He performed a kung fu kick to a Palace fan named Matthew Simmons after he swore at him. He received a long-length ban after the incident. Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Peter Jones is a former British footballer and actor. Most people knows him for his roles in action movies such as the Midnight Meat Train, X-Men or Snatch, but he was a footballer too. He played for English teams like Leeds United and so on. Like his movies, he was furious and made on the pitch as well. His nickname, Butcher, somehow tell you why he is among the most aggressive football player ever. He broke bones on the field and was quite a hard tackler. He was dangerous off the pitch as well. He was accused of assault, occasioning actual bodily harm and criminal damage against a neighbor, slapped a passenger on an aircraft for an air range accident, and threatened to murder the cabin crew on the same event. He was punished for all of them, but he generally you don't want to get on his guy's nerves.